My friends, I want to talk to you about something that's deeply troubling to me. It's happening right here in the state of Michigan on our own public school board. The Michigan State Board of Education, an unelected group of bureaucrats who don't answer to parents, teachers, or this legislature, is trying to go around a law and force through an extreme left-wing social agenda in our schools. They're trying to take what was once basic health classes, lessons about exercise, nutrition, staying safe, and turn them into sexual indoctrination courses. They're trying to inject radical gender and sex ideology in our classes under the name of health education. Let's be clear, this isn't about keeping kids healthy, it's about pushing a worldview. They want to blur the lines between health and sex education so that they can teach controversial, explicit material without parental consent and without legislative approval. They know they can't win that fight in open, so they're trying to sneak it through the back door. Well, not on our watch. Michigan law is crystal clear. Parents have the right to know what their children are being taught about sex. Parents have the right to opt out their kids. And parents, not bureaucrats, have the final say over sensitive topics. But instead of respecting the law, the State Board of Education is trying to rewrite it through a policy memo or rule changes. They're trying to bypass the legislature, the branch of government that represents the people, because they know their radical ideas would never pass a vote in this chamber or any other school board meeting where parents are listening. This governmental overreach is the worst kind, and it's targeting our children. They're pushing gender identity lessons to elementary students. They're promoting sexualized content to middle schoolers, and they're calling it inclusion or wellness to make it sound harmless. But let's be honest, it's not inclusion, it's intrusion. It's intrusion on parental rights, on community values, on the innocence of our children. You know what Michigan parents really want? They want their kids to be able to read, write, do math again. They want safe schools where kids can focus on learning, not left-wing social experiments. The board should focus on fixing our failing test scores, not turning our classroom into laboratories for ideology. If they think they can defy the legislature and ignore the law and push us to the limits, they've got another thing coming. Because the people of Michigan did not elect bureaucrats to decide what our children are taught about sex and gender. That power belongs to the parents of our local school boards, not a handful of activists sitting in Lansing who think they know better than anyone else. So today I'm sending a clear message to the State Board of Education. You do not make laws in this state. The people's representatives do. You do not own our children. The parents do. And you will not use our public schools to push your radical social agenda. I urge my local school districts to opt out of this complete nonsense, this garbage, and this social indoctrination. Because the future of the state depends on strong families, informed parents, and schools that teach facts, not politics. We will fight to restore accountability. We will fight to defend parental rights. And we will fight to keep Michigan's classrooms focused on education, not indoctrination. The State Board of Education may have forgotten who they work for, but we haven't. We work for the people, and the people of Michigan are saying it loud and clear. Enough is enough. Thank you, and God bless the parents, the teachers, and the students who still believe in common sense, truth, and the right to raise our kids without government interference.